Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today I'm going to talk to you about this photograph. Have a look at this photograph. What do you think this photograph is of? How old do you think this photograph is? What do you think this sign might mean here? This photograph is actually a photograph from quite a long time ago. And it's of some very important people who worked at a place called the United Nations. Now, the United Nations is a place that looks after and thinks about people in the whole of the world. Actually, this badge here is a map of the world. And the United Nations want to make the world a happier place. And these people worked at the United Nations a long time ago. And they had a really important idea. They had spent a long time thinking about how to make sure grown-ups were safe and how to make sure grown-ups were happy. And then they thought, we need to think about children. We need to try and make sure that children are happy and that children are safe. So they came up with some rules that we try and follow to try and keep children safe. And it's called the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. That's a lot of words to think about. But basically, it's thinking about how children can be safe and happy. And here are some pictures that came up when I searched for that on the internet. I thought this one looked a little bit like our school badge. And actually, there's a lot to do with our school and the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. And we'll come on to that in a minute. They came up with some rules that everybody should follow to keep children happy and safe. Actually, they came up with 54 rules. That's a lot of rules. It's more than you have in your classroom, I bet. And I'm going to tell you about some of the rules that they came up with to keep children happy and safe. So we're going to think about numbers. I love numbers. So let's think about some of the numbers. First of all, number 3. Can you make number 3? Number 3. Number 3 says, we do our best for all children. Now that's something that we have in our school. One of the things that Katrina tells us is that our children are at the heart or in the middle or the most important thing about everything that we do. We do our best for all children. That's one of the rules. That's rule number 3. That everybody should be doing their best for all children. Let's find out another rule. Wonder what number might be next. Do you know what that number is? That is number 7. Of course, that's number 7. Number 7 says that all children should have a name. Do you have a name? I bet you do. I have a name. You know my name. My name is Nathan. What's your name? Turn to the person next to you. Tell them what your name is. Who gave you your name? Does your name mean anything? Do you know anybody else with your name? Is there someone in your family who has your name? All children should have a name. That's one of the rules. Let's think about another rule. Oh, this is going to be rule number 12. 12 is made of 10 and 2. Okay. Rule number 12 says, all children should be listened to. We should listen to children. We do this in school because when you talk to us, we listen. We listen to what you say. Really important to listen to what children have to say, and we will always listen to you. All adults should listen to what children have to say. That's really important. Okay, what's next? That was rule number 12. Let's have a look at another one. Oh, rule number 24. All children should be looked after. We should keep you safe. All children should be looked after. That's rule number 24. Wonder what might be the next one. Let's have a look. Rule number 28. Oh, all children should be educated. You're educated when you come to school. Some children get educated at home. All children have a right to learn and to be educated and to learn things. What do you like learning about? What do you like remembering? What do you like finding out about? All children should be educated. Let's see what the next one might be. Oh, number 42. Wow, this is made of 4 10s and 2 1s. That is a pretty big number. And it says, all children should know their rights. All children should know what their rights are. So this rule says, you should know the things that you are allowed to do. You should know what your rights are. And that's just some of the rules that the United Nations came up with when they came up with their Convention on the Rights of the Child. So have a think. Do you know your rights? And actually have a think, are you making the most of your rights? Are you keeping yourself safe? Are you making sure you're learning and listening at school? Do you listen to your friends and to your teachers when they're talking to you? Do you use kind words when you speak to people? Do you use kind names when you speak to people? Because all these things are really important for you to do as well as for the grown-ups to do. I hope that you've learned a little bit about the United Nations and about the rights of the child. And hope you can think about things that you can do to help yourself and also people in your class as well. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.